Es mentira. What's up, Mark?
Mentira.
How you doing, Mark?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Excelentemente bien.
Yeah.
You already know the 5 pillars, Mark?
In order?
Spiritually,
Spiritual,
mentally,
emotionally,
physically,
emotionally,
emotionally, financially. Money comes last in the list. Hey, world. First of all, I want to thank God. I want to thank you. And I want to thank the rest of the team. I want to thank Alex as well. Episode number 32. We keeping the consistency. Because consistency is what wins, right? I want to start with this video. What are your goals? Today we're going to reflect on that question. What are your goals, right? Let me start with this video to stimulate the viewers and the mind.
When you visualize a goal that you want to achieve, it's not in the future. If you, this is to do with manifesting. When you want to manifest something, it doesn't work very well when you think, I will be famous. I need to be famous. I want to be famous. Not good for manifestation. If you want to manifest something, you have to start with the foundation for manifestation is always the present moment. It's not the future. It works very simply. Jesus explained it in one sentence, just one sentence. Whenever you pray for something, believe that you have received it and it will be given to you. Now, the key is that he did not say believe that you will receive it, because that puts it into the future. He said, when you pray for something, in other words, when you want something, believe that you have received it. Now, what does that mean? You have to feel in this moment the fullness of life.
Believe that you have received it. I want you guys to understand something. Goals, dreams, at the end of the day, are just simple dreams. But if you don't basically write them down and think on paper, you will never achieve them, right? So today I wanted to basically have you guys reflect on what are your goals on today's episode, if it makes sense. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, but before I ask you those questions, I want you to introduce yourself to the world and obviously say anything you want to say. Just be yourself, your authentic self, and we start from there.
All right. Hi, my name is Shamar Fields. If we want to talk about goals, I want to say goals change as you go through life. As I was a little kid, I wanted to be like probably a wrestler or something, you know, like this dream, or be an NBA player. As I was in high school, my goal was to make the basketball team and so forth and so off. College, well, in high school, I also like struggled with basketball. Freshman year, I got cut freshman year. So that was like a short-term goal to make the basketball team, which I didn't. But the goal never changed while I was still in high school. I ended up making a basketball team sophomore year. Then junior year, I had another setback. But setbacks are good because it made me work harder. So I just kept working on my goal, even though I didn't see it. You know, you have to look by faith and not by sight. Even though I didn't see that goal, I kept working on my goal because I saw it. Even though other people, probably my classmates or anything, people I was around, people that's on the basketball team probably didn't see it, but I continued to see that goal in myself. So I just kept working. Eventually, I made it on the senior after getting cut junior year. So that was fulfilling, but I still wasn't satisfied because now that I made the team, now it was another setback where I didn't get much playing time. So that goal was done. High school was done, and now I set my goal on making the college team. And I didn't want my setbacks from high school to be the same. So I continued working, and I put the high school in the back of my mind. I saw college as a fresh start. So then I tried out for the college team. I ended up making it, but then my goal has changed. Like, as I said before, like your goals change as you go through life. So now I'm here on the basketball team. Now I wanted to push my goal to being a starter, and I ended up achieving that goal, I should say, and end up being a starter. So that goal in high school, it totally changed from me being a starter in college, which was fulfilling. So now that college is done, I may ask myself, what are my goals now? To be honest, in college, after college, I didn't know what was my goals, because I went to college and I was really, I want to say, because in high school, my parents basically forced me to like think about education, where I wanted to go, the basketball route. So I was kind of like fighting with that. So as I went in high school and I went to a good school for education, when I wanted to go to really like another school for basketball, I was focused on the education route. And then college, I ended up being focused on basketball. I was still focused on my education, but my main focus was probably basketball. Wasn't like the smartest thing to do. But college ended up getting expensive, and I had to drop out. So I fulfilled my goal of being a basketball starter in college, but where did that get me? So my goals had to change. And out of college, I didn't really have any goals. My goal was just to consistently work and just get job after job. So that's pretty much what I feel like is all I had. But now that I met Carlos and Giandy, my goals are starting to change. Like I said before, like I'm gonna keep reiterating that your goals change based on what you go through in life. So my goals now is basically just share like my blessings with others. I want to get like more knowledge. I want to continue to self-develop. I want to get stronger in the gym. So I just want to constantly work on myself so I could also share myself with others. So that's my goal right now. And also getting a strong connection with God, and also bringing people along that connection so they can have that connection with God as well.
How old are you, Morris? Tell the world, how old are you?
I'm 23 years old.
You're 23. I'm 34. I'll turn 34 June. You're gonna be 24. You said that's on September, yep. Right? So first of all, thank you for being on today's podcast, right? Mm-hmm. Like I always say, my network is my net worth, right? I'm in a mission. My purpose is to help people accomplish their dreams. And ever since I met you, I know you were different, bro. First of all, you have the height. I met you in LA Fitness playing basketball, right? You're 6'6", 6'5", or
6'5".
6'5". I'm only 5'8", bro. Right now, I'll give everything to be 6'5", if it makes sense, right? But I thank God that I'm 5'8", because at the end of the day, just like you, my dream was to probably, when I was young, to become a basketball player. But I quit that dream when I was 14, bro. I said I was gonna go the business route. Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why I decided to go the business route. I've been the same height since 14. I'm like, hold up, but I'm not growing, right? So I didn't go play basketball in school. I just literally said, I'm not gonna play no basketball. I said, no basketball for me. Because one thing with me, I know how to delay, if it makes sense. And I know how to pivot in life. Because sometimes we gotta be realistic, right? But if I could go back on time, I would have still put in the work, and I would have believed on myself like I was already in the NBA. I don't know if I'm making sense, right? Mm-hmm. So, because probably I put that limitation on myself, that height matter. But now that I keep playing basketball, that I have 2 years, something that I've been consistent playing basketball, you see my game, right? Mm-hmm. And just to put it in perspective, today you were not playing. Today we were winning like crazy. But yesterday we lost. Mm-hmm. And the day prior yesterday, we won all the games. So life, you win and you lose. But when it comes to goals, the way I look at life, I put X goals on myself and I didn't accomplish them. But I didn't get discouraged not accomplishing them, right? Because I went towards bigger goals in my perspective, which was the business side, right? But I thank God. When I reflect now, I'm like, wow. Imagine I would have went to the NBA. I would have probably had a different mindset from the mindset I have right now. And I always say, I learned it from a quote that Jandy actually sent me. what separates the best from the rest is mindset. But believe it or not, I've been saying that same quote. I didn't even know that was one of Michael Jordan's quote. I've been saying that quote all my life. That you could be the most talented person. You could have the height. You got me? You could get even lucky in the game. But if you don't have the work ethic and you don't write down your goals, like for example, even though you're tall, you still got to work on your vertical, right? Even though you're tall, you still got to work on your jump shot, your dribbling, and all that. So, making a long story short, our goals determine our reality, believe it or not. They determine where we head, right? Because if we think small, we set small goals after ourselves, we're going to achieve what? Small things, right? So, I have a few questions for you. I have a few questions because what's not recorded is not remembered, right? Now that you basically didn't make it to the NBA, are you still going that route?
No, not at all.
Not at all?
No, not at all, no.
Right? So where do you see yourself now?
Well, I see myself just basically like I said, like building my mindset and like helping others. I'm not going that NBA route or basketball route no more. I mean, now it's just sport to me. Like I do it for fun. But now it's like I feel like the bigger picture is just basically self-development, building my mindset and helping others do so as well.
Do you know that even though you didn't make it to the NBA, you could still set yourself a goal to monetize basketball? Do you know that?
I mean, yeah, I probably could focus on basketball and like other areas. So that's
what area in basketball do you think you could focus when it comes to goals right now? I mean, if God is using me to help you, people perish because of lack of vision. Proverbs 29:18. People perish because of lack of knowledge. Hosea 4:6, right? I'm trying to give you clarity on this episode, right? Mm-hmm. Just to use you as an example, right? Okay, you didn't make it to the NBA, but that doesn't mean you still cannot make it in other areas, right? Because we could still help you turn your dreams into reality. I'm not saying the NBA because I don't have the leverage, the power to put you in the league, right? Mm-hmm. But you could still accomplish greatness when it comes to basketball. You could still make a name after yourself. Look at Lito Shooter. He made a name after himself just, teaching people how to shoot, right? Make sense or no?
Yeah.
So in today's episode, what are your goals? I want people to reflect, not just you, but the world to reflect that even though we didn't make it probably to accomplish those dreams that we had, we could still set up goals and go after bigger stuff, even on areas similar to that, if it makes sense. Make sense or no?
Yeah.
Right? So I want to ask you these questions. Obviously, I have this in Spanish. El dinero no se gana trabajando. Money, we don't win money, we don't make money working, right? How many jobs do you have?
2.
What do you do for a living right now?
All right, so in the morning, I'm a lifeguard. And then after that, after my lifeguard job, I probably have like a window of like an hour or two, but not really because it depends on where I'm at. My other job, behavioral health technician. So there I'm helping people get over like drug addiction, alcohol addiction. Just basically like there for support on the journey to get over addiction because it is a hard fought battle. So like my life really is like 6 to 1. I'm at the lifeguard job, and then 3:30 to midnight, I'm at my other job.
Read this behind.
The John D. Rockefeller?
Yeah.
John D. Rockefeller once said, "He who works all day has no time to make money."
All right. Most people are chasing money. And the minute a person is chasing money, do they have time to work on their goals, on their passions, on their dreams?
No.
You're the perfect example. You remember when I first met you, you didn't have your shit together how you're having your shit together right now, right? You were skinnier, right? Your mindset was totally different. Can you tell the world your experience with me in the core and things like that? A little bit?
Yeah, so being in the gym, Carlos is just this loud. He's like loud and obnoxious. So like we'll have run-ins and stuff like that. Like I didn't agree with the way he played basketball because like I don't know what his mindset was, but my mindset towards him was like he would like, try to hurt me or something like that. Like every time I go up for a layup, he'll just give this hard foul, and then I basically like was saying like that's not basketball. So I didn't really like have like hatred towards him, but I just didn't like the way he played basketball and just the way like he just carried himself because it's LA Fitness. Like I'm not trying to get hurt, so yeah, I just didn't agree with the way he played basketball, and yeah, that was that. But as I continue to like know him and grow my mindset, I know the fouls now because like it's only gonna make me better to get stronger, finish stronger to the rack, stuff like that. So I feel like in a way like it helped me, and now that I'm in the gym and everything, like it's just making me like grow. And even right now, like he's helping me grow my mindset. So I feel like all along, like he helped me grow.
What didn't you agree when it comes to my game and when it comes to basketball?
Oh yeah, especially like the the half court shots. Like he, I just feel like he just gives like a lot of bad shot selections and stuff like that. But now I see that as like confidence. He has like a lot of confidence on the court that most people don't have. So he's like a different level of player. And not only that he shoots half court shots, he actually makes them. So it just shows like the level of confidence. Like you see him, you don't think like he's skillful, and his game improved like a lot. His game improved a lot, I could say. So I feel like that comes like with confidence and work. So now he actually is a threat on the court. Like even when I'm guarding him now, I'm guarding him like half court because I only want him to shoot it. Even though sometimes I may think it's a bad shot, but he makes it. So I gotta attend to that, and like he's a threat on the court.
All right, you guys heard his story with me, right? And I'm gonna tell you one thing, bro. God probably sent me to your life to give you a lesson. I was giving you a lesson. Every time you used to drive the ball inside to the paint, I was giving you a lesson. You're what? How tall?
6'5".
And I'm only 5'8". Let's stand up. Come. Okay, the camera's not gonna show. But look, this is 5'8", right? Man, you should have put the camera, bro. But to make a long story short, we could put a picture. Because we took a picture of us, right? So I was trying to give you a lesson. First of all, I was never trying to basically hurt you. It was not my intention, you know? But if a person drives the ball inside the hoop, inside the paint, obviously, the way my mindset works, I don't care how tall the person is or who the heck the person thinks he is, right? I'm going to stop it, right? If it makes sense. Mm-hmm. So, because my mindset, I approach everything from a different perspective. Like, I don't have limitations, right? But most people, they have limitations. They see somebody tall and they fear them. I respect you, but I never feared you, right? Just like every other of the other guys there. So, and when it comes to the shooting, the way I approach the game is totally opposite from how you guys approach the game, because the way I think. The way most people do stuff is monkey see, monkey do. The way I do things is I see what everybody doing and I just go against the grain. I go the opposite. So the same way I approach my goals, if it makes sense. When I saw that everybody was chasing the money, what do you think I said?
You're not going that route?
I'm not going to go chase the money, right? Remember, I was reading this thing in Spanish. El dinero no se gana trabajando. What did John D. Rockefeller once said? He who works all day has no time to make money. Meaning money, you don't get money working, right? Se gana pensando en qué invertir o emprender y tomando acción. You make money by investing or investing into a business or starting a business, right? Meaning working on a dream, an idea, a vision, an opportunity, right? And taking massive action. Si no, todos los que trabajan de 9 a 5 serían millonarios. If not, everybody that has a 9 to 5 would have been a millionaire, right? You said that now I'm a threat in basketball, so I'm going to use an analogy, right? Because this topic today on this episode is what are your goals? But I'm going to bring a point across. Imagine if I would have done everything the way everybody do it in the court. What would I probably have right now? The same results as everybody else, right? Mm-hmm. Right now, I can say it proudly. And thank you for giving me, you know, my props.
Flowers, yeah.
You got me? Uh-huh. But I can say proudly, I'm a threat. I'm a threat in the court. You got me? I'm just on today's games. Game was 12, and I was averaging 8 points. That's like 70, 80% of the points, right? Because I'm a shooter. Remember, I shoot 4 threes, that's 8 points right there, if it makes sense, right? So at first, what I liked in skills, I made it up in what? In numbers. So when you used to see me throw those crazy shots, I was delaying gratification. I was practicing delayed gratification. Same thing on goals, I do the same thing. You know why people are not millionaires or apart from their mindset? Because they want that instant gratification. They want that layup. You wanted that layup, bro. You knew that you got the height. You saw me, 5'8", or other guys shorter. So you go inside the paint and you thought that just because we were shorter than you, we were not going to try to stop you. So when you used to see that I would stop you, you used to basically get, without knowing it, I know you were not doing it intentional. You used to get upset. Like, yo, how the fuck this guy only 5'8" is stopping me? You used to look at it like I was gonna hurt you. But that was never my intention. My intention was never to hurt you, bro. But my intention when I saw you, I knew I could mold you, right? Instead of basically bullying you or making you feel less, because you're tall. You're supposed to be dominating. I was basically trying to just strengthen your mindset. Like, yo, bro, imagine you maximize your potential. If you would have had me in your life from younger, you would have been in the NBA. I'll promise you that, bro. Because I would have coached you, literally, a coach. One who inspires dreams. Let me get that in the corner, please. Yes. One who inspires dreams and motivates you to achieve them. You could have made it to the NBA. You want to know why I know you could have made it to the NBA? Bro, I could have made it. But I quit when I was young. First of all, I didn't play for the leagues in school, none of that. Because I basically put limitations on myself. Remember, whatever the mind of a man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But also the opposite. He or she that says they can or can't, they're usually right. So if a person says, I can't do this, they can't do it. But if a person says, I can do this, they could do it, right? So the right coach, mindset coach, the way to look at life, a person who builds your character. I was building your character. And that's what I do to all these guys. I help them build their character. Because basketball, you know what I love about basketball? It reveals people's character. Before, bro, straight up, and I'm saying this on camera, you had a weak character. But you got my respect, my brother. You basically have worked on your character, on your overall. You, first of all, started changing your circle. You started changing your physique, the way you dress. You got me? Your braids fresh. You got me? The way you look, straight up. I don't want to call you a bum before, but before you used to look like a bum, bro. Now you look like literally like a celebrity. You look like like you're getting your shit together. You remember when you had a long time that you were not coming to the gym because you got hurt, and you saw me and approached me and you were like, yo, Carlos, I want to thank you, You remember? Mm-hmm. What did you tell me exactly? You remember that day?
Wait, which one? I remember like me working out. You coming to me, and then you was telling me what you saw on me, like.
Yeah, but you were telling me that basically you basically stopped hanging around your boy. You got me? Certain things happen. You started changing your circle. Yeah. If it makes sense. Mm-hmm. So the power of association. When you start changing the people you have around, your life starts elevating. Because you started now picking better friends, more quality people, if it makes sense. You were not looking at what the things I used to tell you as like I'm trying to bring you down. I was just trying to basically lift you up. A real friend will tell you the truth. A fake friend will lie to you and keep you basically miserable or at the low levels in life, if it makes sense. So what are your goals? I want to ask you these questions, bro. When it comes to your goals. What do you want to earn? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to own? What do you want to wait? And what do you want to drive?
So the first one was earn, right?
Yeah. What do you want to earn? How much you earn right now? Working 2 jobs. I want to bring a point. So I want you to be vulnerable. The first job, how much you're making?
24 hour.
How much you making per week? Or a month?
Like a month. It's probably like 2,000 plus.
From that job?
Yeah.
2,000 something, right? And the second job?
It's about the same because it's 20. It's like
So-
it's $2 less.
All right. So how many hours are you doing a week?
Like 80, 78. 80.
Look, he's doing 80 hours a week. 80 times 2 is 160. 160 times 2 is what, Morris?
You said what?
160 times 2 is what?
3,200. I mean, 320.
You sure? 320 hours. So you're doing double. People are normally supposed to work 40 hours, right? A week. You're doing 80 hours a week because you're trying to get your money up, right? Mm-hmm. Well, he's the perfect example. I'm using you as an example. That if your goal is to basically make more money, earn more money, like John D. Rockefeller said, he or she that works all day has no time to make money. He's the perfect example of a person that really wants the best, right, out of life. You really want to design your life. You didn't make it to the NBA, but you still want to have NBA type of results. Wouldn't you want to basically be a baller?
Yeah.
But you got to be all in. Balling. Be all in, right? Mm-hmm. So now that you didn't basically got to the league, you could still be all in on your dreams, on your goals, right? But you got to think big and you got to dream bigger, if it makes sense. Dream big and think big, if it makes sense, right? So you're making, let's say, $5,000 a month. Let's say that's 60 grand a year. 5 times 12 is what?
60.
60. So you're making 60K a year. What are your goals right now?
Well, as I said before, my goals is, well...
No, when it comes to earning, what are your goals? So I could use you as an example.
My goal right now was to just make like 10K. I just wanted to like save 10K.
Save 10K?
Yeah.
You see, world? But that's nothing, because I'm gonna bring you up. And I want this video, that's why I want this thing to be recorded. So what do you think what do you think you're worth right now? When it comes to earning potential?
Money-wise?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw a number. You think you're worth 60 grand a year? Be honest. Having 2 jobs, do you have enough time to personal develop yourself?
No.
To have your shit together, self-love, happiness, inner peace, independence, time management. Your time is going mostly, 80% of your time is going towards a job. J-O-B, adjust over broke. So if I ask you once again, if God sent me to your life to basically maximize your potential, just like in basketball, because it's mindset, right? Thing is, you still don't believe. But I'm gonna bring this belief. And was not recorded, it's not remembered. What do you think you're worth? Right next to with Carlos, what do you think you're worth? Do you think you're worth 60 grand? I don't think you're worth 60 grand a year. I don't think you're worth working 80 hours a week, 320 hours a month. What do you think you're worth a year? Throw a number. I'm shouting you out in the front of the camera.
I don't have a number right now, really. Like,
you gotta have a number. You see, world. That's why you guys are not literally getting the money you guys want to get. You guys are afraid to even speak numbers into an existence, right? Look, where's that power, bro? Where's that power? I'm gonna play this video.
I've got to hear this story about how Kobe Bryant prophesied his own death. I was a huge Kobe Bryant fan. I played college basketball, and I was definitely sad, like a lot of people were, when Kobe passed away in that helicopter crash. But shortly after his death, one of his good friends, Tracy McGrady, came out and said that Kobe used to tell him all the time, I want to die young and I want to be immortalized. You see, we live in a culture that jokes about our words and thinks our words aren't that big of a deal. But Proverbs 18:21 says that the power of life and death is in the tongue. James 3 says your tongue is like a steering wheel, like a rudder to a ship, meaning it determines where you go in life. So what what we say absolutely can destroy or help our life. And notice that Kobe Bryant used this word. He said, I want to be immortalized. Well, I don't think it's any coincidence that this year, an article came out and said this: Kobe Bryant immortalized with a 19-foot statue. Do you think it's a coincidence that the exact thing that Kobe Bryant said, I want to die young, which he did, and I want to be immortalized, which he was, happened? There's a similar story in the Bible, in Numbers 14, where God was bringing Israel into the promised land, but they kept saying, we are going to die in the wilderness. It wasn't God's will, but in Numbers 14:28, God said, I'm going to give you what you've been saying. And you know what happened to them? They died in the wilderness, because that is what they had been saying. If you are a Christian and you don't think words are that big of a deal, think about how we become born again. How do we become right with God? By speaking words, by calling upon the name of Jesus. I encourage you to start watching your words, because what you say will destroy you or help you. In fact, Proverbs 13:3 says it like this: he who guards his mouth preserves his life, but he who opens wide his lips shall have destruction. Changing your words will change your life. And if you've never read my book and you want to get a copy of that, just type "change your words" below and make sure you follow for more.
What message you got from that video?
You are like what you speak about yourself.
Don't you believe that? So if I ask you once again, what do you want to earn? What do you want to earn?
I want to earn millions, even billions of dollars.
Okay, you can't hit a target you can't see. Just like this book, Prophets. Simple numbers, straight talk. What are your next 5 moves? Just like this book. But without goals, how to get the most out of your life? Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, eventually you're going to get what you want. Okay, you didn't make it to the NBA. I didn't make it to the NBA. But I best believe I have a gift, basically, that God gave me. He gave me the gift of, you know what?
What?
Wisdom. People perish because of lack of knowledge. But I also basically the wisdom I got, I also apply it. I put it to work. It's like faith without work doesn't work, right? Yeah. If I believe right now I'm worth $10 billion. I'm a multi-billionaire without having the billions of dollars. You know why? People perish because of lack of vision. See, I want to give you vision. We create business and real estate opportunities that help build our network and income, while everyone else is trained to look for what? For work, if it makes sense. As a coach, I'm someone who touches your life forever. You can put that down low, please. Thank you. So, you want to make millions, right? But to make millions, you know what you got to become?
What?
Be, do, have. You got to become a what? Businessman. Business owner, right? You see, I'm not a businessman, I'm the business. Well, hey, thank you for making that move. You're a partner. You're a business person now. You're a businessman, right? Now, we're going to coach you, basically, so you could see how the big money comes in. Because having 2 jobs, that's not how you do it. If you work hard on yourself, you make a fortune. But working hard on a job, you simply going to keep making a what?
A living.
A living. And that's what I bring to the table, if it makes sense, right? Not bringing people just straight, making a living. What else do you want to say when it comes to goals? Before I play this video of a coach when it comes to football, you want me to play this video first?
Oh, you can play it first.
I was a shorty. My whole understanding has been, you gotta believe. My whole mantra, my whole statement, if I had a statement, a purpose, it would be, you gotta believe. If you don't believe in yourself, ain't nobody else will. I would be a fool to doubt me. I would be a fool to not take me serious. I would be a fool to not invest in me. I would be a fool not to put in the work that I need to put in to provide myself the lifestyle that I desire to live. I would be a fool knowing I got my mom and them on my back, knowing I got my kids on my back, knowing I got other kids on my back, knowing I got communities on my back, knowing I got folks that been down for me since day one on my back. I would be a fool not to believe in me. Now, I don't even understand how you don't believe in you. Think about that. True.
You see, most people, that's where they fail. believing in themselves. Bro, I'll tell you straight up right in front of video. If I would have had your height, I would have been in the NBA.
So you're saying you wouldn't have quit?
I would have never quit. But I put a limitation myself. See, my father's tall. Most of my family, they're tall.
So did you quit because of your height?
Bro, I quit because of my height, bro. You want to know something? If I would have set myself the goal that I wanted it to become an NBA player, I would have made it. I don't regret it. You got me? Because I thank God I went the business route. Because you see, NBA players, they want to be business people. Right? Right?
Yeah.
And business people, they want to be, well, rappers, NBA players, athletes. Life is perfect, bro. Life is perfect. You get me? But I thank God, I routed through the business side. Because business is spiritual. Business is serving. You get me? And my dream, my goal is to help people like yourself accomplish their dream. Because it's never too late, bro. You're still young. You're only 23. You're going to be 24. I'm 10 years older than you, bro. I'm telling you, you could still become, be, do, have anything you want to become, right? And I see you as a creator. I see you as a very influential person. Public speaking, you get me? Communicating the message. Okay, I didn't make it to the NBA, but I made it in communication. I made it in the imagination. The highest form of value creation is imagination. The second highest form of value creation is communication. The third level is unification. But in implementation, bro, straight up, not to say you're too big to be working on a job, bro, you're not maximizing your potential. And that on those two jobs, bro. Making $60,000 a year, bro. That's donkey work, jahish work, right? So I'm gonna help you, what? Have bigger goals. But you're gonna hit a target, but a number, because numbers are infinite, right? If it makes sense,
yeah.
Right? So, making a long story, what type of car do you want to drive, bro?
My dream car was also always to drive like a Jaguar.
A Jaguar?
Yeah.
You're thinking too small. Okay, well, I respect. If you want a Jaguar, you could go, okay, Jaguar. Okay, your ideal weight, how much you weigh right now?
About like 180.
Why you say about? You don't weight yourself?
I barely weight my...
I'm going to tell you something, world. What doesn't get measured doesn't get improved. Start there. Everything, measure everything. Man lie, woman lie, numbers don't lie. So you got to measure. Because you understand numbers is not to go by the numbers, but you do want to hit a target. If it makes sense. So you weigh around 180? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say you weigh 180. How much you want to weigh?
200.
200, like 20 more pounds? Mm-hmm. Okay, you know you could do that in less than 3 months. Natural. If it makes sense. I could help you on that too.
Yeah,
so you said you
have fast metabolism. Like,
I have a fast metabolism too. I'll take 100 shapes per day. I'm saying this on video. Mm-hmm. Not 100, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you want to own, bro?
Well, I have my own business. Now I'm owning my own business.
So, you know, everybody wants a dream home, the dream car, but everything starts with the dream business. Do you own your first home?
No.
You see? What do you want to be, a tenant or do you want to be a landlord?
Landlord.
Be, do, have. So your identity, I'm going to help you on your identity. Your identity before was as an employee. Time is money, right? Mm-hmm. Now your identity is with money, you could buy people's time because now you're a businessman, if it makes sense, right? So another thing, what do you want to achieve overall? So you already told me what you want to drive, how much you want to weigh, right? So what do you want to achieve overall?
Financial security.
Financial security?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right in front of the video, bro. In front of camera. Money comes last in the list. Money's the last step to riches. Notice that even on the 5 pillars, to go to the financial, you got to go connect from the spiritual is a bridge. From the spiritual to the financial, you got to go through the mental, the physical, and the emotional in order to get to this. It's like going from New Jersey to New York, and this is the George Washington Bridge. The mental is your mindset. You got to develop your mindset, your identity, be, do, have. Okay, I already asked you what you want to have. You want to have the dream home. You want to have the dream car, but now you started with the dream business, which goes first. So now your God or your goals when it comes to those material possessions are gonna come in, as long as you put it in the work, if it makes sense. Because this B do have your identity now is not an employee, now it's businessman, investor, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
Right? Now, what you gotta do, you gotta think like a leader and you gotta act like a leader. You see in some of the other episodes or some of the books I recommend, right?
Yeah.
But with a coach, you're gonna be able to now rise and grind, just like Damon John, the shark, the people's shark. You know, you ever watch the show Shark Tank?
Yeah.
I've been to his networking events too. As a matter of fact, this book, it was a gift of one of the networking events I went to here in New York. Things that you could do, we could do, if it makes sense, right? So when I started my journey, what a lot of people don't know is that I was basically in all the networking events I could pull myself, I went to, if it makes sense. Because your network is your net worth, right? But you want to rise and grind, right? Just like you're doing it now, going to the gym early and you're grinding, putting in the work, right? Right?
Yeah.
Because you were not going to be able to achieve the body that you have right now without working out, right? But if you have 2 jobs, you're going to be tired by the time you go work out.
Yeah, those 2 jobs, like, it's not, me going to the gym in the morning is affecting, my 2 jobs is affecting me going to the gym in the morning now because I'm constantly working. So now I don't really have time to go to the gym like that.
See, that's people's number one problem, bro. They don't have time. They don't have time to think. Remember, the system, John D. Rockefeller, another quote by him is, he wanted a world of workers, not thinkers. Because if you're able to think, implementation is the lowest form of value creation. That's where you're at right now. You're now not even in unification, because for unification, you need to have leadership skills. So you got to study leadership skills. That got to be some of your goals. And communication, you do have the communication. And I'm going to tell you this on video. God gave you the gift of communication. All I got to do is just basically polish you. Iron sharpens iron, if it makes sense. Yeah. Communication, right? Now, basically, you start paying it forward, which you're learning with me. You start paying it forward. You start helping people get their shit together. Self-love, right? Mm-hmm. Happiness, because happiness is, we control the key to our happiness. Not a woman, right or wrong?
Right.
Right? Not external energy. Now, friends, family, our happiness is within us, mm-hmm. right? Our independence is us. Our inner peace is us, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And our time management. That time where your whole time is going, you don't want that. Which I'm going to be able to help you on that. Andy and the rest of the people, we're going to be able to help you on that. But I see you public speaking, bro. Serious. I see you getting in front of the camera and transmitting a message to the world, to your audience, to people that can resonate with you, that didn't make it to the NBA, that have the height that you have, like Spencer. Spencer's 6'7", mm-hmm. right?
Yeah.
But he's lazy.
Well, you see that? Yeah.
You get me? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. His father used to basically wake him up to go freaking play basketball with us, right? Yeah. So he could have been in the NBA, and I want you to interview him, if it makes sense. But making a long story short, bro, achieving greatness is all a matter of basically setting yourself goals, right? And I'm gonna help you get clarity, because clarity is power, if it makes sense, right? I'm gonna go with the next person. What else do you want to tell the world to wrap it up?
I thank you for this opportunity, and my goal right now is to continue to build on my mindset and also like build my podcast, build my business. I'm gonna go more in depth with that. We're supposed to be doing a podcast on Monday with Giandy. So we're gonna be talking about brick by brick. Basically, a lot of people when looking at goals, they focus on the brick wall. But if you lay one brick at a time, eventually you're gonna look up and you'll see the brick wall. So that's what we're gonna go in depth with that. And yeah, thank you for this time. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro. Can't wait to see what the future looks bright, brother. I'm gonna play with this video. Vanessa, come.
You guys, I've said it a million fucking times. We don't have an education issue. We have an application issue. The proof is in my DMs all day. A bunch of fucking know-it-alls that have no results. They're overly educated with zero follow-through. They know everything and have done nothing with it. Want to know what that is? That's a lack of personal development. That's a lack of accountability. That's a lack of understanding that to know and not to do is not to fucking know, motherfucker. Facts. You guys need to realize this. Go do, get results, and then speak. You know how many people that had 10-inch arms and tits tried to critique Gas Money's form on curls today? The fuck's the matter with your brains? Wake the fuck up and look in the fucking mirror.
What message did you get from that, Vanessa? Huh?
All de mala palabra.
Just the bad words?
I just pay attention.
Huh? But understand, there's not to accomplish our goals. Today's episode, right, is what are your goals? People's problem is not that basically, hey, I could hear the voice. Okay, going back. What are your goals? On today's episode, number 32.
Okay.
People's problem is not actually not even their goals. You know what's their problem?
What is the problem?
Application.
Oh.
People like you already have clarity when it comes to what you want out of life, if it makes sense. So, can you basically tell the world what are your goals, Vanessa?
For now?
Yes.
Okay, my goals is to empower women,
Okay.
to become a leaders, entrepreneurs too.
So to become leaders, right? Entrepreneurs,
Yes.
right? To think for themselves. What else?
And grow, personal growth.
Personal growth, so to develop their mindset.
Yes.
What else?
And also they can have her dream business, dream home, dream car.
So they could have their dream home and dream car, dream family, dream everything. But everything starts with the dream business, right? Helping them women become the business themselves, right? Just like Zig Ziglar said, rest in peace, one of the best motivational speaker, Zig Ziglar. My favorite quote from Zig Ziglar is, if you help enough people get what they want, eventually you're gonna get everything you want. And that's always been my secret, if it makes sense, in life. That's how come I've been able to accomplish all my goals. So the secret to accomplishing all your goals, simple, pay it forward. Help enough people get what they want, and automatically you're gonna get what you want. For example, God sent us to the world with gifts, talents, right? Those gifts, talents, are to be used, to be given to other people. But their gifts are supposed to what? Be given back to us also. So it's an exchange of gifts, if it makes sense. But we gotta be giving without expecting. Do I make sense or no?
Yeah.
Right?
Just not waiting for it, they give it back.
Not waiting. But people's problem when it comes to accomplishing their goals is the lack of application. They don't apply what they know, the knowledge, if it makes sense. And I'm using you as an example.
Yeah.
Right? Because the different thing from you and Mark, right? Mark, he's 23.
Yeah.
You're 34.
Yeah.
Right? Age is only a number. But right now, we could help him get in the elevator, right? And go from A to Z.
Yes.
Same thing, you could help these young women or women in general go from A to Z. You coaching them and also me coaching them as well. Us coaching each other, if it makes sense, right? When it comes to goals, Vanessa, what else do you want to say?
Also, I had just to say, I want to, I have my podcast, Lucy Sombra, and this podcast, Lucy Sombra Network. The thing is, I can help so many women to create her own podcast, her own story. They can do they can have so many people under them. The thing is, when you help others, you can see God give you
More blessings.
Yeah,
Pretty
more
much
blessings.
what she's trying to say is that God, just like the book, right, goals, how to get the most out of your life. If you help enough people get what they want, eventually you get what you want.
Yeah.
Right? You have the gift also of communication, which you didn't know you had that gift, right?
I didn't know.
Before you had you could say 2 jobs. You've been in a position with 2
I had
jobs.
like 3, not 2,
Right?
3.
You had 3 jobs. You
Yes.
thought that basically getting money was basically putting in work, right? Putting in more hours, doing this, doing that. Just like the image I have here. El dinero no se gana trabajando, se gana pensando en qué invertir o emprender y tomando acción.
Yeah.
Si no, todos los que trabajan de 9 a 5 serían millonarios. What can you tell me about that?
En realidad,
Because the only issue I see with you right now, you already understood. Look, I'm gonna use her as an example. You already know that to get money is not going to a job.
yep.
Okay, you passed that test, right? You already surpassed that milestone, that obstacle. Now, se gana pensando. Now you understand that getting money is by your ideas, the way you think, right? Because wealth is a mindset, right? But also investing, right? If it makes sense. Investing into an idea, a dream, a vision, whatever you want to call it, an opportunity, right? But you know what you're basically missing right now?
Yep.
Taking massive action.
This is like the thing what is missing.
Yes, that's the missing piece,
Oh.
right? But other than that, you're ready already. See, right now, we could go buy the Lamborghini Urus. I'm saying this on video. She's the perfect example that we could buy right now. Your company, we could go buy a Lamborghini Urus right now. You know that,
Yeah.
right? But what goes first, Vanessa?
Business.
What goes first?
Business.
Well, business.
Yeah.
And what also goes first? The home.
The home.
Right? So we're working on the home, right? Right?
Yep.
So what are your goals, Vanessa? Your home,
My home, my car,
your car,
And my
but
business.
everything started with what?
in the business.
With the business,
Yeah.
right? So now you already know when it comes to I drive, say it. I drive. What type of car do you drive right now?
Acura.
An Acura.
Yeah.
Right? What type of car are you going to be driving?
A Lamborghini Urus.
You got to know how to say the name. Or Lamborghini Urus,
Yeah.
right? Tell me who your friends, and I'm going to tell you who you are and where you're heading.
Yeah.
When you change your circle, guys, world, your network is your net worth. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. That's why I say elevation requires separation. If you surround yourself with bumps, snakes, low vibrational, low energy type of individuals, don't get mad when you attract low vibration type of things, right? When you surround yourself with high energy, because money's an energy, right? Positive people, right? Leaders, business people, investors. But if you're surrounding yourself with employees, what you gonna become?
Employee.
If you surround yourself with chickens, what are you? Right? I'm not saying not to lift those people up. The power, the 33 rule. Surround yourself 33% of the time with people in a higher level than you. Then 33% of the time with people in your level. And 33% of the time lifting people that are in a lower level, but that want to get to your level. Not that you're here chasing them. I don't want you to chase these women. We're not in the begging business. We're in the transformation business. We're not in the transaction business. People, you will never be free financially, just like Marge wants to be financially free, unless you become a business person. And I'm not simply helping people become a business person with a traditional business. I'm helping you become the business. I'm not a businessman. I'm the business. So you're going to be able to be on your podcast where you're the business. You're going to be able to do public speaking with us. You're the business. Telling your story, telling your experience. How, you know, those minor setbacks helped you now overcome and now prepared you for a major comeback. A minor setback for a major comeback. So never regret anything, world. Never regret anything. Pain, that pain you went through was God molding your character, building you, shaping you. You got me? Now you reflect on it. Vision plus action plus reflection equals progress. Or pain plus reflection equals progress. So embrace pain. You got to go through pain. That's why the physical pillar, people around us, when it comes to their physical pillar, they got to be on point. A person that doesn't go to the gym every single day, I don't want them around me. Because the gym literally is helping you not just physically, but mentally. It strengthens your mental pillar, right? Strengthens your emotional pillar. It helps you connect deeper with God, believe it or not. Because it's a shame for a man to grow old without achieving greatness in his body. Vanessa, what do you want to basically weigh? Because when it comes to your body, are you in the body that you want to be?
I can say yes.
So Vanessa, pretty much you got the body you dreamed of, right? Now you're going to get the car you dreamed of, right?
I had the
What
business.
the what?
I had the business what I want.
You want the business that you want to do,
Yeah.
right? Which is empowering not just yourself, because now that wisdom, that knowledge, right? Because now you're in the business of what? Self-educating yourself. So you bring that knowledge to the world and empowering other people, right? If you work hard on a job, you make a what?
Living.
If you work hard on yourself, you make a what?
Yes.
A fortune, right?
Yeah.
So what you want to earn now that you want to make a fortune?
Me?
Yes.
I want to earn, like what you say, like a month or
What do you want to earn?
Oh, I can say for now, 1 million.
You see? This is your problem, world. First of all, you're thinking too small.
Okay. Oh, I want to.
You got me? You're aiming too small.
Okay.
$1 million is not money. She wants to earn $1 million. And after being around me for so long and you're still saying $1 million, you're supposed to be ashamed of yourself.
Okay.
What are your goals? You're thinking your goals are too small. Dream bigger. Think bigger.
Everything big.
Everything bigger. Right? If you want $1 million, you got to aim for $10 million. Make it in your vision board. Draw your vision board. You want $1 million? $10 million. So you could follow the 80-20 rule.
Okay.
If you aim for literally, I'm going to tell you a secret. The 80-20 rule never fails. If you aim for $10 million, you're going to fall minimum $2 million. Minimum $2 million. If it makes sense. Okay. You want to make $2 million? I could tell you the formula.
Okay.
Huh?
Which one?
If you help enough people, enough women get what they want, you know what women want? They want to be free. They don't even want to be financially free. They want to be free mentally. Because a lot of women have depression, are anxious, are stressed out. They want to be free from those men that want to basically, what? Have them under their wings, right? Right? Because they're not independent. They're depending on a man, right? Oh, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Like you were before.
I was before
as well.
Like that. Even like I work, I was like that too.
Make sense?
Yep.
What else? You're freeing women from being a slave, right? A slave not just to her man, but a slave to her bosses. Because there's a lot of women that they are sexually abused by their boss. Yes, Vanessa. Sure. There's people in power abusing women, if it makes sense, right? So we want to free these women so they don't get abused, right? What else? What are your goals?
Okay, my goals for right now, at least I have 100 women to become a leaders and they can have their own business.
Because you're leading by example.
Yep.
You already have the dream business, right? We're working right now on the dream home because the money's there.
Yep.
The dream car, the money's there, right? But understand, we're leveraging. We're leveraging credit. It's not like we're buying these cars and the home paid cash. No, the rich, rule number one, the rich don't work for money. We have money working for us. Simple. The rich, we borrow money. The rich, we borrow money. Once again, what do the rich people do?
Borrow money.
We borrow money. What do the poor people do?
Go.
Huh?
Save money.
They work to save, to never invest.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, all the money goes to what? To pay bills.
To pay bill.
Right?
And then they have to go back to work.
That's why they're in a constant worrying about this, worrying about that. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
What else, Vanessa?
I was like that too.
So I'm going to tell you the 7 steps to success.
Okay.
Right? To have success on your goals. You ready? Okay. Number 1, you got to write it down.
Okay.
Right? Number 2, you got to set a deadline. Okay, remember, we're talking about what are your goals, right?
Yep.
Number 1, write it down. Think on paper. Yep. Number 2, set a deadline. Right? So, for example, Mars wants to gain 20 pounds. Say in 3 months, I want to gain 20 pounds. So 3 months is 90 days. So then you say, okay, 90, you divide 90, divided by 20. That means you gotta gain what? In 90 days.
45 pounds.
Make sense? So, number 3, you gotta make a list of everything you have to do to accomplish it. Number 4, you gotta organize the list into a checklist so you could check it off.
Yep.
Right? Number 5, you got to take action. Number 6, you got to do something every day. Every day. Dreams don't work unless you work. Faith without works doesn't work. Right? And number 7, pay it forward. Pay it forward. That's why I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed because I'm always paying it forward. Carlos talks a lot? Okay. No wonder. Carlos operates through communication. The 3rd highest level of value creation. And Carlos operates through imagination, the highest level of value creation. Because people perish because of lack of vision. I'm always giving people vision. Why? Because I create business or real estate opportunities that help build my network. Because my network is my net worth, while everyone else is trained to look for work. That's looking for a job. So I'm always empowering people. Because as a leader, I need to basically what? Create more leaders.
Yeah.
Right? Leader creating leaders.
Okay, I have the question for you.
What's your question, Vanessa?
This is the last thing. Okay, Carlos, I have few girls, and I talk to them about my goal. And I talk to them about like what I want for them, and I explain how they can be free.
Okay.
I wonder you can give me some like knowledge for them, because when I talk to them and I explain how they can become business owner, they just like, oh, I have to make money for that. I have to do this. I don't have time to go to meeting you. I just have to go to work. What you can say to them and they can like reflect?
Simple. Good thing you brought that question because I have it written down. ¿Hasta cuándo vas a estar en esos trabajos que no te gustan, que no te pagan bien y que te dejan sin tiempo para tu familia? That question. That's it. Y ahora tú le vas a decir, te comprendo. Yo estuve ahí agotada en empleos que odiaba, sin tiempo ni dinero suficiente. ¿Recuerdas todo lo que hacías en tu país? ¿Quién eras allá? La vida que dejaste. Aquí también puedes recordar las habilidades que tenías en tu país y no solo hacer cosas por $1 extras. Rodearte de una comunidad que confía en ti y valora quién eres es esencial. Tú puedes cambiar eso, puedes aprender o resaltar las habilidades que ya tienes. Analiza bien estas palabras y actúa. Si yo pude hacerlo, tú también puedes.
Yeah.
That's God. God sent me to give you those words. I didn't even know she had that question. Sorry, Mars, that is in Spanish. But translation, you're going to translate it because you're going to be able to play this and you could be able to now give this thing to the girls and you can write it down. Simple. When they come with something like that, you're going to tell them, ¿hasta cuándo vas a estar en esos trabajos que no te gustan? Till when are you going to be in those jobs that you don't like? Que no te pagan bien, that they don't pay you good. Y que te dejan sin tiempo para tu familia. And that they leave you without time for your family. Just reflect on that question. ¿Hasta cuándo vas a estar en esos trabajos que no te gustan? Till when are you going to be in those jobs that you don't like? Que no te pagan bien, that they don't pay you good. Y que te dejan sin tiempo para tu familia. And that they leave you without time for your family or for your self-love or for your significant other. Your next 5 moves. I have your next 5 moves. I did a video that I pretty much said, if I lose everything, how can I get it right back? Number one, your next 5 moves, I'm going to tell you. You need a coach. You need to build your character. We do the Bible business study. We do the group business coaching. And I also do one-on-one coaching. And all my coaches, team leaders, they do also one-on-one coaching. You need cash flow. Those are your moves. You will never be free unless you become a business owner. You need credit. Leverage credit. Not personal. Fuck personal. You need to leverage business credit. Right? Right now, it came out. The United States is the credit card debt is $1.14 trillion. It's at ultimate high when it comes to credit card debt. Money's printed, guys. So why are people working for fucking money? Are you guys an idiot? You get me? Pretty much, you got to tell your people too, la persona que te rodean. They got to be with people que lo ayudan, people that help you. Stop being around people that are criticizing you. That's a lot of people. Stop being around people that are gossiping. Stop being around people that don't believe in you. Stop being around people that do not motivate you or inspire you. Just be around people that help you. See, I'm an asset, but most of you guys are only surrounding yourself around liabilities. What are your goals? One of your biggest goals is to change your circle. Your network is your net worth. Your biggest goal is supposed to be to change your circle. You don't even got to change your environment. You could start by changing your circle. Your network is your net worth. You're the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Elevation requires separation. So, to answer that, did I answer the question correctly?
Correct.
Right? You see, God is using me to basically not simply inspire and motivate people, but to bring light to the world where there's darkness. Right? Right or wrong?
Right.
Those girls want to stop being depressed, anxious, stressed out. Simple.
Yeah, but it's very sad because when they telling me that, they always say, I don't like the job. I don't
Okay,
like
so
to do this. I
what
don't like
are
to
your
do
next
that."
5 moves? What are your next 5 moves? Simple. Your next 5 moves. I gave the next 5 move right here. Get yourself a coach so you can leverage a person that been there, done that, you got me, and is helping people, paying it forward. Why you want to do things yourself? If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Mindset is everything, guys. Most people are on Windows 95. Remember, they're trained to look for work. I cannot blame these women. I cannot blame these guys. Most people think that, I need more money, or I need a job. 2 jobs, that's not how you get money, brother. And I'm going to tell you straight up, on video, because I'm going to start telling people, quit that fucking job. I promise you, if you guys, look at it like this. Why are people putting their 9 to 5 a priority and their 5 to 9, they're not making it a priority? It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know why? Because people are trained to be told what to do.
They like
People will listen more to a person telling them what to do than them listening to that inner voice, God, telling you, hey, son, work on your purpose. Work on your whys. Go work on your dreams. Make sense or no? Next, what else you want to say to wrap it up?
Oh, no. That's it.
Huh?
That's it.
A goal without a plan is just a wish. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. Setting goals is the first step into turning the invisible into visible. A goal without a plan is just a wish. A goal without a plan is just a wish. Warren Buffett says, an idiot with a plan can beat a genius with no plan. Don't I give you guys a map? A massive action plan? What are your goals?
My goals is simple, but it can always be digested. It's build an empire and leave a legacy.
See, we have that in the conference room. We're on a mission to build an empire and leave a legacy. Was not recorded?
It's not remembered.
It's not remembered, right? Look at it like this. If we were doing something wrong, people might think my goal is to become famous. My goal is not to become famous. I could care less about views, likes, all that.
That's not how they think. because money is no longer a priority. That's the brokey mindset, because they place money here because they don't have it. When you have it, you place other things. You know what's hard to get? Experiences, a loyal wife, a healthy body. That's the thing that these people admire. When you walk into a room with successful people, people that have money, people that don't need your money, they are not going to sit down and be interested about you telling them how you were able to make an extra whatever. People care about your stories, your experiences. People care about who you are as an individual. This idea that you can walk into a room with a $100,000 watch and impress guys that were wearing $100,000 watch is just not realistic, because that's not how they think. Because money is no longer a priority. That's the
See, my goal is not to show off. If my goal would have been to show off, I would have been doing videos with the exotic cars all my life, doing all these random shit that a lot of people on the gram. Instagram is a liar. Rich people, because I consider myself not even rich. I'm wealthy. Because you want to know what I've mastered? The art of getting things that money cannot buy. That's the biggest goal that a human could actually set up for himself or herself. What money cannot buy is the big flex. You got me? And another big flex, a goal that people are supposed to basically put it in, the real flex is just being yourself, where people live for an image. Once again, the real flex is just being yourself, where people live for an image. Do you think I live for an image?
You don't care, bro.
Right?
You don't give a
So
F.
what are your goals? What are your goals? Thank you. It don't matter. What are your goals? If it would have broke, I wouldn't care. You got me? I wouldn't even get mad. I'll get glad. That means it was not for me. You got me? I'll buy another one on credit. Leverage credit for everything. Right?
Yeah.
Your next 5 moves. What are your goals, bro?
Me?
Right? Simple numbers, straight talk. Big profits, right? PIF, purpose, impact, fulfillment. Impact over income. Fulfillment, that's how we got our fulfillment. Just like Zig Ziglar said. Go on YouTube and put Zig Ziglar. You're going to bug out. He's like on a different level. Rest in peace. He's the Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, and all these guys learn from these guys. You got me? Look at this book on goals. Step 1, commitment. I opened it on a random page. Page 64, commitment. That's the first step. Be all in. You want to be balling? You make the commitment. You make the commitment to quit your job. You make the commitment to work on your mindset, because mindset is everything. You make the commitment to develop yourself overall, physically, mentally, emotionally, right? Because we're on growth mode, not in what? Feelings. Estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento. You make the commitment to strengthen your connection with God, right? Strengthen the connection with yourself, right? You make the commitment to understand that money what?
Comes last in the list.
What are your goals? The dream home is around the corner. Bring the dream home. We'll go buy it yesterday. The dream car. But everything started with the what?
Dream business.
But understand, business,
Put the work in.
you're the business. If you're not on your podcast, day one, turning,
That one day into day one.
if you're not on day one podcast, inspiring, motivating people like Mars, Angel, the Kaizen Cast, Darling, where are these guys at? If you're not helping the people with your knowledge, with your coaching, that's supposed to be your goal. First, we invest on ourselves. I could say you've invested into yourself where I could trust you, that you're not going to be fumbling the bag, well, not talking money, fumbling the mindset. Because you tell the person the wrong shit, it's going to make them drift. Remember, we're in the business of investing in people's mindset. We invest into 3 things. Ourselves, because if you work hard on a job, you make a living. If you work hard on yourself, you make a fortune. Other people, and attention. Not for us to get attention, but for us to put ourselves in a position with our own platforms, right?
Yeah.
So you could basically transmit the message so we could free people from modern slavery. A lot of people are depressed, anxious. I want to play basketball with my brother Mars. Because Because he makes me better. He makes you better.
Of course.
I don't want Mars to fucking come tired from 2 jobs. I don't want Mars to go home. You got me? If he got a girl, telling his girl, I'm tired, I cannot fuck you, right? Because my boss told me, he hurt my feelings. You're the fucking boss.
To protect his energy.
You got me?
We all got to protect
right?
our energy.
So, making a long story short, what are your goals?
I said build an empire and leave a legacy, but it's also, as a leader, create more leaders, pass the blessings that I have gotten on to others. If I've been around you, why not? Like you said it, the rule of 33, that opened my mind though. I never heard of that before. 33% people that aspire you or motivate you, people that are level you want to be. 33% people that are on the same mission as you, like you guys, this community. And then 33% helping people get to the level where you're at.
Yeah, but remember, you're not chasing these people. You created already your garden. Your platform, your podcast is your platform to help these people come to your podcast so they could tell the world their story, past, present, future. Same thing with Mars. Now, brick by brick, now he could do the same thing with his guys, where he's going to be able to help these people. You get me? But overall, you get me? Because remember, the world is not in lack, but the world right now is in need of leadership, is in need of man, you get me, to make a commitment, right? As a leader, that you want to basically create leaders that create leaders. Because as a leader, you only basically focus on your leadership, and you don't create leaders, it's going to stop on you.
Selfish.
That's selfish. You got me?
1000%.
What else?
There's a saying that I heard the other day. If your goals don't scare you, you aren't thinking big enough. So it's also like, there's a lot of dreams, but there's goals that I have that are so high, but I know there's things that I have to accomplish first. Like if we're talking about what I want to earn, I want to be a trillionaire. I am a trillionaire, but I know first I have to reach the millions, then the billions. And on my vision board, it's not to say, but I don't care, I have $10 million. Not because of the money, 10 million. Not because of the money, but because of the lives I'm going to impact and the person I'm going to become and the journey that it's going to take to get there.
So it's not what you get, it's what you become.
1000%.
That's why I tell people, fall in love with the process, the journey. It's like basketball. Forget about the end game. It's like even being with a woman. Forget about coming. You got me? Fall in love with every stroke. You got me? Fall in love with the game, every move, everything. Even when we're playing defense, fall in love with the other people. When they make a shot, fall in love with that process. Why hate when we could just, work together?
1000%.
You know what I mean?
1000%. No room to hate.
If you're going to reach your goals, you have to start with a solid foundation, which is comprised of honesty, character, integrity, loyalty, trust, love, and faith or trust. But you need accountability.
That's why when it comes to building a foundation, that's why the spiritual pillar is very important. Because the book of John, it said, a solid foundation shall build on God. God is the rock. When you build your foundation on God, the creator, then nothing's going to break you. Nothing's going to make you move. Or
Step 3, solid foundation. Step 4, vocabulary.
Now, Carlo, I ask you a question. Because you're very selective on who you coach and this and that.
Yeah.
It's like I choose to be here, but you also choose to have me here in your sanctuary.
Yes.
It's a sanctuary. So how do you go about reaching your target audience? Always the 12 laws of riches. But
the first thing I see is positive mental attitude with myself. If a person, remember, I created already my garden. It's the same thing in my personal level. So in the professional level, if I'm in the stage willing to share my blessings with others, right?
Yeah.
That means that I want to help people not have to go through the stairs how I went through the stairs. So if I could bring you in the elevator with me and bring you those missing letters, help you go from A to Z, but show you A, B, C, D, and whatever letter you're missing in between, I, as a coach, hey, you're missing that letter. The person needs to be coachable. So the first thing I see is attitude, positive mental attitude, right?
Yeah.
Then the person has to be coachable. But then I got to see that the 5 pillars, they're working on their 5 pillars every single day, right? No days off, physical, right? Mental, that golden hour, right? The emotions, estamos en crecimiento, no en sentimiento, because I'm gonna tell them the truth. Just like you're gonna tell them the truth,
Of course.
right? The truth is gonna set them free, but it's gonna make them miserable, right? Their connection with God. I don't want to deal with people that do not have a connection with God, a connection with themselves, a good relationship with God and themselves, right?
A quick testimony, not to interrupt you. On the court, when I think it was yesterday, when you were saying, hey, positivity, no negative energy, leave all the demons outside, I laughed a little bit because I picked up you're just protecting your energy, and that's very vital.
Bro, protecting your energy is number one, but protecting my energy also, my main goal every single day is to be positive.
Yeah.
But also my main goal every single day that if you bring some bullshit, the minute a person brings a hair of bullshit, I go on attack mode. You get me? With words, not attack mode in physical. Because I like breaking negative energy.
Yeah.
You got to break that negativity. Remember, leaders supposed to have that quality. If I walk into the conference room and there's 10 people, 11 with me, and out of those 10, there's one rotten apple, somebody got to step up. So my main goal is to make sure I get the bad energy out of the room. Remember, if you want to be the light where there's darkness, you have to basically spot out who are the darkness. You know what I mean? Where's the cancer at?
The cancer, the people that bring a burden.
You get me? So once you stop those, and once those people know that, remember, around me, people are going to elevate to my level. I don't go down to their level. It sounds messed up because people are going to say, but as a leader, you have to go to people's level to understand them at their level. Yes and no. That's contradictory, right?
Okay.
No. Remember, people are a mirror of your world, your inner world. Since I'm very positive and I have very high on energy, I'm going to rub people the wrong way when they're negative. So my goal is to basically attract quality, repel, scare away the people that are not ready for this. People battling those demons that the devil took them, that smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, smoke this, smoke that, use drugs, right? That drink alcohol, that are fat, you get me? That binge eat, you get me? Straight up, I value health. The 12 steps to riches. Positive mental attitude is number one. Sound health is number two. So my goal, when I choose people that I'm a coach, I make sure that these people are what?
Taking care of their health.
Because health is number one. To me, health is number one. Health is wealth. How can I help you get the dream home, the dream car, the dream this, the dream that, the dream women? When you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's everything start with your health. Feeling good, looking good. You get me? So you could think better. Remember, John D. Rockefeller wanted a world of what? Workers, not thinkers. But when a person is eating, you know though, they're targeting kids with processed food, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like that's why so many kids are obese, right? Because the government, all these shits, these big companies, they're targeting the kids. Because remember, if you could hit them with the food, their energy. That's how that's what they get ADHD, whatever the diseases that they make up. You get me? Because they're trying to hit your energy. If you're low on energy, you're not gonna think better. Because you're gonna produce enough to produce work where they tell you what to do. Jahish work, burro work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, when it comes to goal setting, if you could reflect on a goal that, like, one of your greatest accomplishments that you could look back, obviously it didn't happen overnight because everything is resilience and diligence and also putting in the work every day. You know, you had to be consistent. Consistency wins. You always talk about that. So what is one goal that you could reflect on that it won't, the goal won't shock people, but the process you went through is not recorded, but you remember it because it was recorded in your mind?
My number one goal was to be independent. When I say independent overall, I started becoming independent from my family. You got me? Because my mother came when I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
My father was around, but my father's a drinker. Still to this day, he still drinks every day, right? So I didn't want to be dependent from my grandmother, my uncle, my family members. You got me? I didn't want to be that burden in the family. So I wanted to always, from a little kid, I learned how to be an asset in the house. You got me? I never asked them for money because I was very grateful and thankful that my grandmother brought me to this country, gave me the opportunity. You got me? When I was young, when I was a little kid, I didn't know that, they brought me to this country for a better future, a better opportunity, right? They took me from my mother. You got me? It's not like they took me because I still was talking to my mother. They paid for my flight. I was traveling more than most people. I was going to the DR 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a year. Bro, they were buying me flights, bro. And my standards was high, bro. I'm like first class or nothing. And they used to send me by myself too, con la zafata, too. So it was, it was a blessing. But the minute I said to myself I wanted it to be independent, because I saw how my father used to move, right? My father was dependent on his own brother, his own family, right? So I saw my father as the man, the example of the guy I didn't want to be like, which my father has my respect, but I didn't want to be like my father. I wanted it to be an independent man overall, right? And to me, being independent to me is number one, bro. Like when I say independent, I'm talking about depending on, myself and God guiding me, because that inner voice, I feel like is God guiding you. Like go after your dreams, do this, do that. Do you think it for yourself, right? Like I don't like being told what to do, bro. You got me? Because if you know this is dirty right there, why you don't clean it? If you see there's a garbage there, why you don't throw it out? You got me? Like, even, let's say you're chewing a gum. Why would you put a gum inside the whole thing? You got me? If you're chewing a gum, why would you throw a gum in the street? Okay, you might not step on it. Somebody else might step on it. But let's say it would have happened to you. You got to look at life like that. Don't do to others what you don't want others to do unto you. You got me? But 100%. My main goal is to basically help people escape slavery, escape the matrix, escape the rat race. Never say, I can't afford it. Say, how can I afford it? My goal is to help people maximize their potential. Help people break through those limiting beliefs. You got me? My limiting belief when I was young, it was not that I care about height, but hey, in the NBA, I was probably not going to make it because I'm only 5'8". You got me? Make sense or no? And now I'm getting more fucking rebounds than people 6'8". It's crazy. How the heck am I here hustling more? Maybe I'm wrong, but man lie, woman lie, numbers don't. Simple numbers. Man lie, woman lie, numbers don't. You get me?
It's crazy. I feel like everybody that plays basketball has had going to the NBA dreams, but I always said I never had basketball dreams because in New York, it wasn't possible for me. I didn't see anybody and I was like, oh, it's possible. I didn't see it as a way out.
But you see, we're telling you young guys, it's possible.
You could do it.
Look at these young guys, 5'8", dunking almost from the free throw line. My height. These guys your height, dunking from everywhere too.
Of course.
Guys shorter than me, 5'6", 5'4", dunking.
It's a skill.
You get me? Work. We didn't know it was possible. We didn't know there were vertical jump exercise.
But not only that.
That's one of my goals. Hold me accountable.
No,
I have to dunk.
Too. I have to dunk.
You got me?
Feet.
I'm just not trying to, dunk, obviously, for some other reasons. You got me?
My whole thing is on a fast break, but I say that with all being said is because you always inspired me as in you didn't achieve all this financial, people can say financial freedom, but you still.
One thing, well, let me clarify something.
1% of the things I want to do.
I've never done anything for money. That's why money comes to me. It's like in my personal level. I've never done anything for sex. I'm not the type of guy to take a woman out on a date because I want to fuck her. Straight up, I'm saying this shit on video. My goal has never been to take a woman to bed. I've approached life totally opposite from everybody. And it was good that Mark brought that example. When he was talking about basketball, that at first, when he used to drive the ball inside the paint, he thought I wanted to hurt him. But in reality, I didn't want to hurt him. The thing is, the way he was driving the ball in, he thought he was Big Show. Big man, right, Mars? Huh? You thought you were big man. And some 5'8" guy was stopping you. The thing, get your weight up, bro. Too little? Nah, get your weight up. Get your weight up. You got me? Love you, Mars. But get your weight up. You got me? He got his weight up. Right? But he still haven't maximized his potential. Imagine you keep getting your weight up, bro. You gain 20 pounds, and I've told them before, you gain weight, unstoppable, bro. You could be dunking LeBron style. Bam! Bam! And I'm going to be literally thinking I'm in the NBA, playing with NBA players. I really genuinely want to see that. Me throwing an LEU to Mars and Mars just dunking it. You know what we should do? One of our goals? To have a league between us. You got me? Us all in the same team. Remember? But shooting twos, guys. Because that's his issue. You got me? I know you want to drive the ball in. But that's called the pain, Mars. No wonder you were getting hurt so much. Right? Two's more than one. By the time you score 4 points in the inside, I do 4 points, score from the outside. I got 8. You got 4. You're here working hard. I'm working smart. So you see how mindset affects? He thinks getting buckets, in another word, getting money, is getting what? 2 jobs. Right? I think getting buckets or getting money, I approach it totally opposite from him. He goes for ones, I go for what? For twos. In business, he chases money. I'm like, nah. I'm going to have money come to me. If you have what the cat wants, the cat's going to come to you. When you become that man, that woman say, wow, he's financially stable. He's emotionally stable. He's physically stable, right? He's mentally stable. He's spiritually stable. What woman doesn't want to be with a guy like that? We're supposed to be adding to the woman. We're supposed to be an asset. You get me? The minute they put me next to these guys, he could be taller. I'm going to make him look like a little cat. And they're going to see me like I'm a lion. And that's the thing. That was the issue. You get me? Deep inside, low key, he was a cat. He's the perfect example. Deep inside, when he looked at himself in the mirror, he lacked confidence. His self-love was not there because his shit was not there. He didn't have his shit together, right? You remember when you first started? You didn't have your shit together too, right? But now, it's different. You get me? Work in progress, right? Now do the same thing with the other guys. Pay it forward. What I did for you, do that for other people. If you do that for other people, if you help enough people get what they want,
soon enough get what you want.
Simple. You're helping Mars. You're helping a lot of the guys right now. Help them get what they want. That's your goal. Help 100 people. But when you first started, you helping yourself. To the level you got right now, give that right back. Give everything back. But understand everybody's journey is different because everybody's mindset is different. There's some guys that you got to start them off with Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. You cannot start them off like Mars is ready already for the cash flow quadrant.
You still haven't read Rich Dad Poor Dad, which I told you.
He got to read yesterday the cash flow quadrant. Employed, time is money. Forget about self-employed. Business owner, with money you buy people's time. Investor, with money you make money. You're an investor. If you're around an investor like myself, you're an investor. You don't need money, guys, to invest. All you need to know is a person that has money.
Level 5 capitalist.
Leverage.
That's another goal I have for myself. When I was reflecting on my way here, I want to be a level 5 capitalist. I am a level 5. I feel it, but it's also, you have to put in the work. Like, it could be in your mind, but to you obtain it physical, for me, is like, if you follow me on that sense.
What are your dreams?
Help people accomplish their dreams.
What are your goals?
Build an empire.
But just like I have it here, an idea is just a dream without execution. You know where people fail? Executing. Application. And I'm going to play this video once again because this is your problem. This is your problem.
What's my problem?
You guys.
One of the number one.
I love The Godfather.
You find that video. Another
You
thing.
guys, I've said it a million fucking education issue. We haven't. You guys, I've said it a million fucking times. We don't have an education issue. We have an application issue. The proof is in my DMs all day. A bunch of fucking.
Why is this thing making noise?
You guys, I've said it a million fucking times. We don't have an education issue. We have an application issue. The proof is in my DMs all day. A bunch of fucking know-it-alls.
Why is it stopping? I don't know. But to make a long story short, your problem is application. You don't apply what you learn. Straight up. Straight up.
I'm not saying that.
Straight up. B do have, right? B do have? Okay, B is what you become, right? What you get is a byproduct of what you became, right? So your issue when it comes to your goals, what are your goals? Your goals are already there. You already make the leap of faith. You already make the jump. You're not chasing money like Mars is doing and a lot of the other guys, right? Yeah. Right? You're not chasing the money. Now you're building your business. But when it comes to building your business, you're not applying what you learned. You got me? You got to pay it forward. Your knowledge, you got to pay it forward. PIF, right? You got to help people get the right attitude, meaning the right mindset, right? They got to have a positive mental attitude, right? Give the same thing you learned in the physical, the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, and the financial. Give it right back. Stop chasing money. Chase problems and find solutions to those problems. People perish because of lack of vision. People perish because of lack of knowledge. But you know people perish because of lack of applying what they learn.
But not only that, don't mean to interrupt you, but another goal that I have for myself is as the unification to build the system, this process for the Day One podcast. I seen a video of Myron Golden that it's like, I don't want to say I'm chasing people, but I have to make the calls and stuff as into where the platform and everything is set up. Then the product is there and it'll be easier. Everything will be easier and I could
Simple.
get it out.
If you're recording, I'm doing my CMR podcast 5 times a week.
Yeah. I still
right? From Monday to
Friday,
Friday, I'm recording every day.
Yeah.
Right? You know your schedule when it comes to record, right?
Yeah.
For Day One podcast. But what's the point of recording when the video was not going to be up there? At least we're bringing the videos live now, if it makes sense. So now you can now record and chop it up. You could tell me, hey, Carlos, I want to record that day. We record from 5:30 to 6:30, right? Where I could bring you awareness, not just you, but bring your target audience. Because I know how to level down, right? And I could be able to transmit a message to the people that you want to transmit a message to, right? Those people that are hard-headed, that are not coachable. Simple. You got me? We hit them where it hurts. Pain plus reflection equals progress. We got to put people through pain. Mental pain. You got me? People that do not go through mental pain, they will never make it nowhere. You got to embrace pain. Because pain is weakness leaving the body. It could be pain is weakness leaving the mind. Pain is weakness leaving the emotions. So you got to go through pain. Sometimes a guy needs to go through that heartbreak to become a fucking man. Right? People change because of 3 things. Broken heart, trauma, or broken pockets. Right? But it's all what you label it. I don't feel like I ever been traumatized. What the trauma is. I face everything. I don't run from anything. I face everything since a little kid. Respect all, fear none. Right? Yeah. Help people get the right attitude. Your number one goal is to free people from slavery. That employee mindset employs the modern word for slavery. Before they used to hit people so they could do the work. Today they manipulate people so they could do the work. Right? And getting 2 jobs, 3 jobs, that's not how you get money. Money has 3 facets. You got to know how to get it. You got to know how to keep it. And you got to know how to grow it. Right? Right? In marketing, create, market, repeat. Have the marketing on purpose. In sales as well. Consistency? You don't have the consistency. I'm telling you on camera. You don't have no consistency.
When it comes to what?
Helping people like Mars. You help Mars. You help the angel. But you don't have the consistency. Your number one goal is to basically help people. People will never be financially free unless they become a what?
Business owner.
So you don't have the consistency helping people become business owners. So shut up and listen.
I'm quiet.
You got me?
Yeah.
The book. Right? Right? What's the second? What's the M?
Multiply. Multiply
yourself. See, you're multiplying yourself. Because now, look at Mars. Imagine Mars helps other people. You're multiplying yourself. Imagine his people multiplying themselves. As a leader, you're creating what?
Leaders.
That creating what?
Leaders.
We don't want followers. Your podcast is so you can talk about what you want to talk about. As long as it's positive, empowering, I don't give a fuck what you talk about there. You got me? Because that's the point. We want people to be their authentic self. Then be themselves so they could attract their people. Because the people I attract are going to be totally different from the people you attract. So when I speak a certain way, people cannot get mad. This is my podcast. And my podcast, I decided to be vulnerable. If I want to curse, I'll curse. You, sir, what Wes Watson said. You motherfuckers. He's not calling people motherfuckers, it's just the way he expresses himself. You know? If you want to take it personal, that's on you, bro. You got me? You take a word personal, that's on you. People grow through pain. He got my respect more than a motivational speaker that is fat and is trying to talk people all lovey-dovey. We're not women that we got to be praised. We need tough love, bro. So, consistency, multiply,
Reinvest.
We invest into 3 things: ourselves, other people, and what? Attention. That's it. What are my goals? My goal is to create one of the biggest leaders, creating leaders that create leaders, organization in the world, where people are working together. We want to go far together. We don't want to go fast alone. My purpose is to help people accomplish their dreams. I understand people want that dream home, but that was never my goal. My goal was never the dream home. My goal was never the dream car. My goal always was becoming the best version I could become so I could give that to the world in my business. Because I always knew the business was me. I always knew that I was operating with my ideas and my imagination. That's why I'm a visionary. People perish because of lack of vision. I was creating business opportunities for people, real estate opportunities for people, building my network, because my network is my net worth. That's why I say contacts are contracts. Relationship is a currency. Always said that. Because I always knew that people were trained to look for work. Everybody, oh, Carlos, I want a job. And I'm here. I could help you open a business to you. I could open a store for you. What type of business do you want? All my life, bro. And due to the fact that I was never chasing the dream home, never chasing the dream car, never chasing the dream woman, you know what's the byproduct of everything? I used to get the dream woman in plural, the dream homes in plural, the dream cars in plural. It's crazy how the people that do not chase those material possessions. So your goal is not supposed to be something material. But you want me to tell you something? When your goal is not something material, God gives you every material thing you want. If your goal is to basically give your gift back to the world, to serve at the highest level, by opening your dream business, you becoming the business, becoming a public speaker, or having your own podcast to communicate the message, to empower people. Because the truth set me free. If the truth set me free, why wouldn't I want to give you the truth? Even if it makes you miserable in the process. Even if you get mad at me. Even if he gets mad at me. Every time I used to tell him or you or anybody the truth, I was not caring if you like me or not. Because I knew if I tell you the truth, at first you're going to probably hate me. But in the long run, you were going to come in the future and you were going to be like, yo, Carlos, hey, you got my respect. At first, I didn't understand the message because I was judging the messenger. But now, I understand the message and the messenger has my respect. Which from now on, I have an open mind towards all subject and towards all people, starting with you, Carlos. Tell me the truth. What else? Does my breath stink? What else, Carlos, can you tell me? Oh, now you want the truth. Yes, Carlos, because the truth set me free. And that's the goal, right? Well, we're going to have a plane, an airplane, the whole organization, all of us. It's going to be an airplane for the whole organization because we're going to be doing events. The podcast is basically for us to get attention, bring awareness with the message, right? We want to free people from the matrix, from the rat race, free people from modern slavery, right? Free people from depending on the government, free people from depending on the U.S. economy. Who cares about the economy? Alex's father, rest in peace, is the perfect example of a man, rest in peace, that lost everything in Cuba, right? But that didn't stop him when he came to the United States and started from zero and got everything back times more. Make sense? So they could take everything away from me. As long as they don't take my knowledge, my health, my life, my connection with God, I'm cool. You got me? I get it all back. So my main goal right now is to literally lead by example, right? Because if I did it, you could do it. He could do it. They could do it. She could do it. Other people could do it. And we want to impact not just millions of people. There's 8 billion people in this world. And if we could impact at least 1 billion lives, 2 billion lives, 80-20 rule, let's say there's 10 billion people in our lifetime. And if we could impact at least 2 billion out of all those people, I'm cool with that legacy. I'm cool with that. That's my mission. That's my goal. You got me? Material things never fulfilled me. You get the dream car, it wears off. It's like when you're young, you get that new toy, it's the same thing. You got me? So that's why I've learned how to get things that money cannot buy. Rise and grind, world. What are your goals? Reflect on that. Write them down. Do a vision board. Surround yourself around people that are positive in a network, a community of people empowering each other, people that want to work with you, not people that are trying to tell you to work for them. It's a difference. You got me? It's about uplifting each other. That's the goal. Empowering. That's the mission. Helping people accomplish their dreams. If we help people accomplish their dreams, the depression will go away. Anxiety will go away. Stress is going to go away. You got me? And the dream starts first with your dream physique. Because it's a shame for you fucking males out there to grow old without achieving greatness physically. It's a shame for you women to grow old while achieving greatness mentally. Right? But it's a shame for us all human to grow old without achieving all the pillars. Right? A through Z. Follow us. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. We just trying to spread the positivity, spread love. You got me? Spread the, transformation. Not the transaction. We're in the transformation. Transformation A through Z. From the way we look, you got me? From A through Z, bro. A through Z. You got me? A through Z. How I look right now on camera is not how I'm going to look tomorrow in the future. Same thing with you. You got me? Things with the teeth. You got me? More the body, the clothes. You got me? How we start is not how we finish. We just got to fall in love with the process. Put the negative comments out there too. We value them. You got me? We understand. We respect, don't fear none. Negative comments will never touch a hair out of my whole hair. I don't know if it makes sense. Negativity doesn't touch me because I'm mentally tough. I work on my inner self. I did the inner work. You got me? Since a little kid. People could curse at me, tell me, as long as you don't fucking touch me, you want to see a crazy motherfucker, you touch me. So long as you don't touch me, you could say anything the fuck you want to say. You got me? Because with my words, they have power. To wrap it up, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to everybody's channel. Everybody's going to be transmitting their message, individually, to their target audience. So we could just spread, love. We're going to also buy a truck to do mobile podcasting for the whole network. And we're going to go from there. Make sense? Do one in Dominican Republic. Do one in Florida. Have corporate office all over. You got me? Like a community. Traveling every month too. I want to add the traveling every month. Once we have more people, I want to travel with all you guys every month. I used to travel every week. You got me? We're setting ourselves up now to buy that plane. Because we are going to buy it. En la unión está la fuerza. And one thing with me, I'm very influential. I got money myself. I know people with money. And even if I don't have the money, I know who got the money. Leverage. It makes sense? And I know as a man that is operating through abundance in the imagination, I never say I can't afford it. It's how can I afford it? God bless everyone. Those 3 or 4 books, Goals by Zig Ziglar, how to get the most out of your life, your next 5 moves, Master the Art of Business Strategy, Patrick Bet-David. But also, I gave you guys the next 5 moves. If I lose everything, how I could get it back. Simple numbers, straight talk, big profits, excellent books. Excellent book when it comes to business. See, Future Debt. Look how I opened this, Future Debt. You get me? I want to owe, straight up, $1 trillion. If there's 1.14 trillion, we're going to owe $1 trillion. You get me? Another book, Damon John, Rise and Grind. I'll perform, I'll work, and I'll hustle your way to a more successful and rewarding life. That's the goal. Es mentira. God bless everyone.